Also, guys, I forgot to add about the whole people thinking that, Falcon and Winter Soldier shouldn't have been released a day after the Snyder Cut. Again, the Snyder Cut has been hyped up, and, people have been pushing for it since, again, 2016, I think, if I'm correct, of when when Justice League came out. I think it came out in 2016. But again, the hype has been built up on top of people, that, weren't fans of Zack and people that were fans of Zack. And and they just wanted to see if it was good. The people that weren't fans of him, and people that did like him and like his content, wanted to see it. So again, the hype has been built up for such a long time that's why so many people are watching the movie, as they should, because they're curious. And when you have Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that again is a TV show compared to a movie, and this hype just started, literally, like, I think at the end of last year or something. I forget when they announced Falcon and the Winter Soldier and they started promoting it. But literally, again, it's a TV show versus a movie that was supposed to be Zack's movie, and he's finally releasing it, and it's a Justice League movie with all the characters in it. Versus Falcon and the Winter Soldier, where it's just the Falcon and Winter Soldier. You got two Avengers heroes in their own TV show. And which is one's 4 hours long, and then an episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier, I think, is super short, and it's a 6-part episode thing each Friday, and then you have just a movie that's that long, and literally just the day before. So of course, again, there's still going to be hype there for Justice League, because again, it was the day before Falcon and Winter Soldier, but you can't say that it blew Falcon and Winter Soldier out of the water. That just doesn't make any sense either, because one's a TV show and one's a movie. That just doesn't make any sense. One had hype for years, and people have been waiting for this cut, versus, a show that just got announced a while ago and just came out. Again, that's not even like a debate. It's, again, and one's in their own different universe, and one's in their own different universe. One's a 4-hour movie, and then one's like a 6-episode series each Friday. And one had hype for years, and one just started. It's the dumbest argument ever, and people are arguing about this stuff. I don't get that. Why can't we just be happy for both things, why can't we just all be happy, comic book fans, that we're getting this stuff? Out of all the craziness that's going on in the world, this is what we're fighting about. I find that funny. Why can't we all just be happy we're finally getting content now out of all the craziness that's happening in the world? And why can't we all just celebrate as comic book fans, celebrate that DC, as us DC fans, we have a win? Or even Marvel fans aren't even fans of DC. Why can't we just be happy for DC fans that this is a win? We should be wanting both, comic book, universes to do great job, to do great things. I want that for sure, because I'm a Marvel and DC fan. Of course, I maybe trust Marvel a lot more, because they've built I trust them a lot because they've earned my trust. DC just earned my trust with this first movie of this Zack Snyder cut. He has earned my trust going forward now, because I like the way his movie was. But before that, he did not earn my trust. I was very skeptical, but he's earned my trust because this movie was he did a great job on this movie. But I wanted to come on here and say, first, what's better, Endgame or Snyder Cut, which again doesn't make sense. And now it's Snyder Cut blew Falcon and Winter Soldier out of the water. They shouldn't have released it the same week. How about the fact of it is that a lot of people thought Batman vs Superman was going to beat Civil War, and they came out the same week. One, that was not the case at all. A lot more people thought, Batman vs Superman was going to beat Civil War, but Civil War, again, had all their building up to that moment. And you have to respect them for that they've done such a great job building to those moments. I mean, of course, I was thrilled when BVS got announced and everything, and I was happy for both. But at the same time, I was more of a Marvel, again, earned my trust. Unlike, because, we saw Man of Steel, and I was like, I liked it at first, and I was like, there are actually some flaws here. And then, BVS came out, I was like, I'm kind of skeptical, but I'm really excited to see this, because it looks really good. And then when I saw it the first time, I was like, okay, this is very interesting. I was like, I don't know if I like this, though. And then as I kept watching, I was like, oh, this is actually not good at all, because I didn't like some elements of that movie. Then Ultimate Cut, I'm like, oh, this is actually better than the version we saw in the theaters. But again, it never really earned my trust. But now, as far as I know now, it has earned my trust. But again, when you look at a movie for the first time ever, and you let it, you think it's like, oh, you hype it up because you're really excited about it. And again, because, the hype builds and builds and you're really excited. But then when you sit with it and you keep watching some things, you can find the flaws in a thing when, the hype is not, you're not all hyped up and everything, but you can finally see, you really start to see the problems with things, regardless of what you're watching and whatever. But it usually happens. It happens to me a lot when I watch a movie and I'm like, oh crap, I'm really hyped up, and then I take a second and I keep watching it. I'm like, okay, this actually doesn't make sense. Well, how come I didn't, you're just so hyped at the moment that something is happening. But, I'm happy as hell that, I just loved the Justice League. It was phenomenal. I just loved it. I was like, damn, I can't believe I had flaws. I didn't like these movies and there was flaws in them. And then this movie comes out, I'm like, holy shit. But, I mean, yeah, I don't like the whole comparison. You're comparing a movie that's been hyped up since 2016, and, people want to see if it's good or bad, versus a show that's coming out the next day of Marvel, that of course, they build up to this universe, and this is their new phase of things, and it's a TV show, 6 parts, dropping every Friday. I just don't find that fair. Same as I don't find, again, which one's better, Endgame or Snyder Cut. I just don't like these topics. Why can't we be happy for each other? Whether you're a Marvel fan, be happy for DC, or if you're a DC fan, be happy for Marvel, or if you're both, be happy for both, and you just want them to be successful. We should just want both sides to be successful in this world of comic books, and we should just be happy in general we're getting content. That's just, again, I just want to come on here and say that because I'm super grateful that we're getting content all around of everything. We're getting some DC stuff. We're getting some Marvel stuff. I'm just a happy comic book fan in general. I just want all of us to get along and just be happy that we're getting content finally. Oh my god, I felt like I was going insane not getting any content of, movies, or even, especially comic book movies, because I live and breathe comic book stuff in general. So I was like, oh my god, this is, I'm feeling like it sucks. This is agony that we're not getting any good content. We're not getting any content of superhero stuff. But finally, we're getting content of superhero stuff. We're getting content of just movies in general, TV shows. I'm just a happy person because, I don't know why, again, we're fighting over things like this when, again, we're lucky we're getting content at all because all the crazy stuff that's happening in the world. But I'm going to end this here. I'm going to connect this to my other video with when we're talking about, people are talking about which one's better, Snyder Cut or Endgame. I'm going to connect this because I want to, probably, or maybe I'll keep it separate. I'm not sure. We'll see how long it is all together. But I'm going to end this video here. I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.